we can give you, of course, we're giving you a couple of minutes for that. Otherwise, I'll pass it on to Bernadette.
Thanks, Natasha. So what we're going to do, so for those who missed our introduction, today we are doing 2 practices from when Natasha and I met back in 2005. So Natasha's done the mindfulness of breathing, and I'm going to do the Metta Bhavana, which is a loving kindness practice, which some of you might be familiar with, maybe not, but again, a guided practice. And what we're going to do, we're just going to go straight into it. I think that feels appropriate for me because you're probably feeling quite centered and still after Natasha's practice. So again, inviting you to get into your comfortable seat, your comfortable posture, connecting with the feet on the floor, placing the hands in the lap. And again, inviting you to close the eyes, or if you prefer to keep the eyes open, just lowering the gaze to the floor and softening the gaze. Just again, taking a moment to connect with the body. So perhaps connecting with the contact points of the feet on the floor, noticing what that feels like. Perhaps feeling the pressure of the chair under the legs. Feeling the weight of the hands in the lap. And again, perhaps you naturally notice the movement of the breath in the body. So this subtle rise and fall of the breath and the sensations of the breath. And perhaps for a moment, just gently resting our awareness around the chest and the heart area. When we're practicing loving kindness and compassion, when we're cultivating this feeling, you might experience it in the chest and the heart area, in a warmth perhaps, or a tingling, maybe not. But just for a moment, inviting you to reflect on what compassion means to you, and just staying connected with the chest and the heart area as you do this. What does compassion mean to you? Just allowing the words, perhaps, or a feeling, a sense of what compassion means to you. Words that often come up are love, kindness, friendliness, acceptance, forgiveness. So just allowing yourself for a moment to cultivate this sense of compassion, this loving kindness. And now in this practice, I'm going to invite you to bring to mind 4 people. And we're going to start with ourselves. So just inviting you now to allow an image of yourself to form in your mind's eye. Or if you can't see an image, getting a sense of yourself. And as you look upon yourself or get this sense of yourself, just acknowledging that all you really want is to be happy in life, like everybody. You always do your best. You work hard. You try hard. But sometimes you experience stress, difficulty, and challenges. And with that in mind, inviting you to just send compassion towards yourself, this sense of loving kindness for all the struggles that you face. You may wish to say towards yourself, may you be happy, may you be well, may you be loved, may you be free from suffering. And allowing this feeling of compassion to perhaps flow from your heart, and just surrounding yourself with this loving kindness, this tenderness, this wish for an end of your struggles. And if you're not really feeling the compassion, even just having the intention to send compassion to yourself is enough. So again, you may wish to say the words, may you be happy, may you be well, may you be loved, may you be free from suffering. Allowing the compassion and the loving kindness to flow. And now if you're ready, letting go of this image or this sense of yourself, and inviting you to bring to mind a really good friend. So bringing to mind a good friend, somebody who's always there for you, always makes you feel good about yourself, always knows the right things to say. So bringing this friend or family member to mind. Again, perhaps picturing them in your mind's eye or getting a sense of this person. And again, as you look upon this person or get a sense of them, acknowledging that this person too just wants to be happy in life. They work hard. They always try their best. But sometimes they too face struggles, discomfort, challenges. Life can be difficult for them too sometimes. So again, with this in mind, connecting with this sense of compassion and loving kindness again, and sending this wish of compassion, of loving kindness toward your friend. Allowing it to flow from the heart, or having an intention to send compassion toward your friend. And again, you may wish to say, may you be happy, may you be well, may you be loved, may you be free from suffering. And allowing this compassion, this loving kindness to flow toward your friend. Surrounding them. Now, if you're ready, letting go of this image or this sense of your friend. And now inviting you to bring to mind a neutral person. So this is a person you don't know very well. Perhaps it's a neighbour you see from time to time, or a bus driver, or a cashier in a supermarket. So somebody you might not know, but you see them from time to time. So just bringing this person to mind. What are they wearing? Where are they? What's the expression on their face? Now, you might not know this person very well, but they too just want to be happy in life. They work hard, they do their best, but they too experience stress, struggles, discomfort. They're experiencing suffering. So again, with this in mind, inviting you to extend this compassion, this loving kindness towards this person you don't know very well. Again, you may wish to say towards this person, may you be happy, may you be well, may you be loved, may you be free from suffering. May you be happy, may you be well, may you be loved, may you be free from suffering. And again, allowing this warmth from the heart to flow out and surround this person. And again, if you're not feeling much, that's not a problem. Just having the intention to extend compassion towards this person is enough. And now letting go of this person in your mind's eye, and inviting you now to bring to mind a difficult person in your life. So not choosing anyone that you have big challenges with, but maybe just somebody you're a bit annoyed with at the moment. So it could be a colleague at work, or a customer, or a family member. So again, we're not getting involved in the story, and knowing you can change the person if it becomes too challenging for you. So just inviting you to pick someone you might classify as a difficult person. And again, holding the image of this person in your mind's eye without getting involved in stories about them, or getting a sense of this person if you can't see them in your mind's eye. And again, as you think of this person, again, just acknowledging that, like everyone else, they just want to be happy in life too. Again, I'm sure they work hard, I'm sure they do their best, but they also experience stress, struggles, difficulties in life. So with this in mind, seeing if you can muster the same level of compassion for this person, allowing this compassion, this loving kindness to flow towards them. Again, you might wish to say, may you be happy, may you be well, may you be loved, may you be free from suffering. May you be happy, may you be well, may you be loved, may you be free from suffering. And again, don't judge yourself if you find this more challenging. It's perfectly natural. Again, just having this intention to send compassion to this person. And now holding this person here still in your mind's eye and inviting you to bring back the other 3 people, yourself, your really good friend, and your neutral person. See if you can bring these people together in your mind's eye. And again, as you hold these 4 people in your mind's eye or have a sense of them, just extending compassion and loving kindness towards them one more time. May you all be happy. May you all be well. May you all be loved. May you all be free from suffering. And allowing the compassion to flow from the heart, or having an intention of the compassion to flow from the heart and surround these 4 people. And now allowing the image of these 4 people to dissolve and inviting you to open up your awareness now and just imagining all the people who are on the call this evening. We can't see their faces, but we have 12 people on our call this evening from all over the world. So again, just acknowledging that everybody on this session this evening, we all want to be happy in life. We all experience stress, discomfort, and struggles. We always do our best. So again, just extending our compassion out to everybody on the call this evening. You may wish to say, may you be happy, may you be well, may you be loved, may you be free from suffering. May you all be happy, may you all be well, may you all be loved, may you all be free from suffering. And now opening up one step further, perhaps to everybody in your house, or if you're living alone, to your neighbours. Sending compassion and loving kindness to everyone in your home or your building or your neighbours. Again, may you be happy, may you be well, may you be loved, may you be free from suffering. And opening up one step more, perhaps to everyone in your neighbourhood or your city. Everybody here wants to be happy, tries their best in life, but also experiences stress and discomfort and struggles. So extending our loving kindness out to everybody in our city. Allowing the compassion to flow from the heart. Opening up one step further to everybody in your country. Extending this loving kindness out to everybody in your country. And now opening up to your continent. Extending your compassion out to everybody on your continent. And now extending out to everybody on the entire earth, allowing this compassion to surround the earth, every person, every animal, and perhaps to Mother Earth herself, to our environment, cultivating this sense of kindness, this wish for an end, a cessation of the suffering of the whole world and of the environment. And again, if this is a stretch too far for you, just the intention to have this loving kindness and compassion extending around the globe is enough. And now coming back to the room, sensing into your body, connecting with the breath again, following the rise and fall of the breath, connecting with the sensations and the movement of the inhale and the exhale. Connecting with the feet on the floor, the hands in the lap. And in a moment, I'm going to ring the bell. And when the sound stops, you can open your eyes whenever you feel ready. So the Metta Bhavana, the loving kindness practice in its most traditional form. I'm just going to bring Natasha back now as well. So really interested to hear people's experiences with that, any challenges or questions that you have. And while you're typing, I just wanted to share something. It's actually a painting I did after practicing Metta Bhavana for quite some time. It was actually on a retreat. And as I did the practice, I almost had this vision of these psychedelic flowers extending from my heart and surrounding the people I was cultivating the loving kindness for in the world. And I actually painted a picture. So I just want to share it in 2005, by the way. So it's a really old picture. But you can see we've got the 4 people at the top there, and then the whole work, the Metta Bhavana extending around the whole globe. So this is what came to me just in a meditation practice. I really felt this kind of psychedelia of the Metta Bhavana. So please do feel free to share what your experiences were with that practice, or any questions that you have. But yeah, this was one of the foundational practices that Natasha and I learned back in 2005, and is still a practice that I use regularly with my daily meditation. And Natasha, did you have? As we have a quiet group tonight, I don't think people have.
I have. It's not as psychedelic as yours, but I mean, depends. I mean, I was, of course, I've practiced it millions of times, but there was one retreat where I was practicing the Metta Bhavana, the loving kindness. And the feeling, I mean, the main feeling, of course, was love, kindness, and compassion for everyone that it was included in my practice. But most importantly, I was so overwhelmed with appreciation of what I have in my life. I mean, especially people that I have in my life. So it was so overwhelming. Then I think it was so hard to manage it. It was hard to be, it's in a sense like feeling like crying of how much is there, and then also feeling like how much I don't appreciate on an everyday basis. So it was such a feeling. I think that's the most overwhelming feeling I ever had. And it was a feeling of appreciation rather than, okay, love, of course, and compassion. But it turned to a complete overwhelming feeling of appreciation. And now I remember it, I feel like, I'm overwhelmed now. So that's my version of course I have lots of different visions when I do it, but what is vivid in my mind is this overwhelming, all over my body feeling of appreciation of all the things I have in life. And I should be happy about it.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, it's an amazing practice.
It
Can
really
include
is.
pets is a good way to bring Metta Bhavana into your life, because there's no complication with dogs and cats normally.
Yeah, absolutely. That's it. So Hannah's shared a beautiful picture, Bernie. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you both. I loved both the practices and really needed them. The mindfulness of breathing was exactly what I needed to bring me back to meditation and myself, having not found found time for meditation over the summer. Yes, it brought up a lot of emotions, actually, as it was the first time of sitting with myself for so long. I also noticed with the loving kindness that I'm so tired. I'm so tired, as I almost felt I had no energy to send out the compassion. Yeah, which is unusual. Anyway, really interesting and enlightening for me. Thank you. Thanks, Hannah. So lots of self-awareness there. And I think kindness for yourself is the most important thing in this situation. Yeah, but with the emotions and also not being too hard on yourself and not being able to cultivate the compassion
exactly.
there.
So, Hannah, if that's what you felt, that's another motivation for you to do more self-care and self-compassion, because we can only pour from a full glass, as we say. That's the typical one. So you shouldn't see it as a bad thing or as a difficulty in the meditation. You see it as a good motivation to cultivate better self-care. As simple as that. That's how I would see it. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Thank
So
you.
there's something from David as well.
Yes.
So thanks for this lovely moment. When I practice love and kindness meditation, I usually get in the mood of being a glowing bubble, beautiful, where everything is possible. That's a beautiful, glowing bubble. What color, David? What color is the bubble? So do you want to read the next one, Bernadette?
Yes. So from Pam, thank you, Pam. Loving kindness meditation is one of my favorite meditation songs. Was lovely to send it out to the world. Yes, and to nature. Yeah, to Mother Nature as well. Yes, thank you, Pam. Thanks for sharing that. Yes, that's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it is a very powerful practice.
So David says that there's lots of colors, and I feel like I can jump from. It's beautiful. So you have lots of bubbles. I love when people bring up, their experiences, because I have lots of people. I mean, it doesn't happen that much to me, but there are people that they relate with colors all the time. Like every time a meditation is finished, they talk about the different colors they saw, and it seems that David, you are in that category. So that's beautiful.
Great. So Paul shared wonderful feelings and vision will
practice.
More practice. And again, having no expectations, Paul, as well, there is the most important thing. Being relaxed and just open, that's the main thing. There's nothing to achieve in meditation.
Exactly. That's an interesting one from Harriet about the breathing. So she says, I've never tried breathing practices before and didn't know how I would experience it. But it really soothed my feelings of anxiety, which I have struggled to free from my body in recent days. Thank you. Thanks, Harriet. Exactly. So breathing is our main, it's the first line of support for releasing anxiety or relaxing or concentrating. I mean, the breath is doing all of that. If there was no other meditation practice, the breath is doing everything. So with the breath, you can get to any point of concentration, relaxation, openness, all of that. So please do try more with your breath. Yeah, there's so many up there.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Thanks, Pam.
Thanks, Pam. And Osgun has shared, thank you both for this experience. I did similar practices, but they were only on my own. Together feels more meaningful, absolutely. In a group, it's definitely, that you can even online, you can connect with the energy, I think. I observe a strong ray of light when it was 4 people. Later on, I felt like expanding sun, full of energy. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, again, we all experience this in different ways, don't we? Some people see vision, some it's a sense in the body, and for others, like I said as well, even if you don't feel it to start with, even just the intention is powerful enough to cultivate this sense of compassion, which actually then spills out into your lives. It really does. It spills out into your lives, and you will notice positive changes. Even without the research, you will experience the positive changes.
Thank you, Mark. Mark says thank you both, Natasha and Bernadette. Thank you, Mark. Thanks. to everyone.
Yes,
And
yes, yeah, it's been lovely.
always
Really.
amazing to see how many different, I don't like the word outcome, but different versions of experiences you get from the same practice. That always overwhelms me and makes me exciting, actually, because with meditation you get all sorts of different responses to one single practice, and that's the beauty of it. So now that this actually help us all realize that there's no outcome to meditation. We don't try to achieve something. We don't have this experience and not this one. This one is better, the other one is not as good. None of that. Any experience is fine. Any experience is very interesting, even the difficult ones.
Yeah. And I use this a lot, a quote that Natasha used, because often we hear in sessions, I'm doing it wrong. And I love Natasha's quote, try to do it wrong and you realize you never had to do it right in the first place. So it's very, do you remember saying that, Natasha?
Maybe, I don't know, not really, no. But at least you say
and
so. I believe I
use
said
that
it.
a lot. So as Natasha said, it's what your mindfulness is, and mindful awareness and meditation is all about your moment by moment experience, whatever that is, and holding it in the awareness of curiosity, kindness, acceptance, and non-judgment, and not judging yourself for not when you don't hold it in that awareness as well. So that's the key thing about the practice. So yeah, exactly. Beautiful session. And we're back again next month. So you will receive the information about that. You'll all be automatically signed up for that. So we'll see you next month. And of course, keep an eye on our meetup pages and things to see other courses and activities, and our Facebook pages. So I'll make sure those links are in the email as well, so you can follow all that as well. And thank you, Hannah. Yep. So Hannah's saying so happy to have the monthly sessions going again. Thank you both so much for your time and expertise. Thank you very much. So thank you, everybody. So I think without further ado, we'll wish you all a pleasant evening. Thanks for allowing us to take that trip down memory lane. It was very enjoyable for us. And we'll see you again next month, if not before.
Have a good evening, or whatever time you're in.
Yeah, whatever time zone you're in as well. Yeah. Welcome. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Exactly. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.